My name is James Stephon Deen. I'm the pastor of First African Baptist Church. I work for Hearts for Families. I'm the community involvement specialist for them. And we have two local work groups, Step Up Bacon and PIP. Step Up Bacon, we work with the prevention of prescription drug use and abuse. And our PIP works with underage drinking. Probably the number one challenge is to get everybody to recognize that the problems in the community are not just in one part of the community and not in the other, but that these problems are in our community as a total. Underage drinking, prescription drug use of prescription drugs that have not been prescribed to you, children vaping, all these issues. The old thing, well, not at my house, doesn't quite get it anymore. According to the Georgia Student Health Survey that all of our high schools take, the kids say the number one place that they get alcohol from or other people's prescription drugs is at home or a friend's house. And so the myth of not here, not our house, or not our church doesn't really cut it anymore. And so we have to come together to address these issues. We do have to be understanding as a community, as adults. This generation is not the last generation. It's not the generation before. This is the generation of today. And we have to recognize and look for ways to help this generation. And when I say look for ways to help this generation, I'm talking about people love to tell this generation about how things used to be, about how they were raised. But this generation needs us to help them with today. An example, 25 years ago, every child didn't have a phone. Every child could not access everything that they can access today. So we have to learn to help them be responsible for what they're accessing today. We can't talk about 25 years ago what we did as kids. I can remember groups of kids being at my house playing basketball after school. Now, they go to their own houses, they play together on video games. They can play with kids from other counties, from home, on that video game. So we have to recognize as a community and as parents that we have to help them navigate today. You didn't have vaping 25 years ago. So we have to help them navigate that today. One of the biggest challenges is the fact that too many parents don't recognize the need to be proactive, to try and prevent and not just be reactionary. Most parents think that if everything looks okay, everything will end up okay. As parents, we have to do the work for children. One of the things, especially parents, is we have to work on our parenting skills, on open conversations with children. And it's not to say people don't have parenting skills, we just need to enhance them, that we can talk more openly with our children. Because most of the time, if you develop a relationship with your children when they're young, when they become young adults or older, and they start to recognize themselves that they have a problem, they're more open to having that conversation. Because, it's something that they recognize. My parents are not going to put stigmas on me. They're not going to judge me. They're going to understand and give me their best help. And so learning to have those conversations early is one of the best things for all families. It is just enhancing our parenting skills where we learn to feel comfortable listening to our child. And I think that that's one of the greatest tools that parents can have. And, parents never stop being parents. Even though children get grown, you're still parent. Uh, Learning to listen to what they're saying is one of the greatest tools that we have for having people to learn to open up and have those conversations. Make sure that before you start the conversation with that child or that adult, make sure that you tell them that you want them to be heard, that you're not going to be judgmental in what they tell you, and you're not going to tag them with stigmas or try to shame them with what they tell you, that they can be open with you. You're going to have an understanding, and you're going to try to help them with whatever the situation might be. That kind of helps to create a space, especially when they know you're going to listen to them. They need to recognize that they're loved and they are important to our society, that they are a part of today. I know we love to say our children are our future, but our children need to recognize that they are a part of our today. And so they need to know that they're loved. They need to know that you care. People want to know how much you care. Then they're interested in how much you know. They don't want to know how much you know until they know how much you care. They need to know that you care. And so we'll let them know that they're loved, that they're important part of today, and that we care. I think that kind of helps them to open up to you. So we need to recognize that again, these are issues that if they touch one part of our community, they touch all of our community. And we have to become united in seeking the information and making sure the information gets out. If it affects parents in one part of the community, it's affecting parents in other parts of the community. That's what's going to help us make our community look the way we want our community to look. That's what's going to help us have children turn out the way we desire for them to turn out. And it helps on every walk of life. It's going to help the police not have to deal with as many mental health issues, substance abuse issues. It's going to help churches not have to go through the pain of the families in the church. It's going to help the individual families not have to go through the pain, suffering, and separation that we all go through from these issues. If we'll be more proactive, find the information, share the information, and then as a group, be prepared to get them whatever treatment they need for those that fall through the cracks. So that would be my message to our community, to make sure as a whole together that this is not their program or somebody else's program. No, these are strategies to help our community be the very best community that we can be.